Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Just finishing up my daily checklist. It's a guardrail system that's helped me just calibrate myself, and it's part of the pre-market ritual. Just going to go ahead and check off the things that I've think are working nicely today. I have slept well. I am hydrated. I'm mentally clear, but I am a tad bit sick. I just need to keep that in account and maybe size appropriately. Trading window is going to be the first hour or 2 hours of New York Open. Setups are only going to be when I see structure, volume, if there's a narrative that I can follow. Size appropriately based on account buffer, volatility. I'm plus on this funded account, so I want to keep it that way. And I'll make sure a trail stops. So just looking at the market, take profits at 20 points, 10 points, 15 points, whatever the market's given me. And not push it too much. We all want those trades where I can just go for those 30, 40, 50 pointers. But looking at the current market, I think what's been working for me is these consistent small base hits. I will not re-enter after 2 consecutive losses without journaling. That's a big one. That means trading less, knowing when to stop, and just taking a break. I haven't set platform risk limits, but I know exactly what my daily risks are. I kind of reached that last week, and that put me in a little bit of trouble, but hopefully gonna be different this time. There were some days that I took off last week, just felt like it. Honestly, it's the abundance mindset. You don't have to trade every day. Setups that come in literally anytime, any day, so you just gotta know when to trade. I'm trying to hone in the mindset where I have to trade very little, gain maximum amount of return, or spread risk around different accounts and account sizes. So if I'm managing one account, I want to be managing, let's say, up to a couple or 3 different accounts, copy trading in between, but 3 different strategies, or just part of spreading out the risk. I'll protect the green days, absolutely. If I get some nice greens, I'll protect it. So right now, let's tick these off as well. Done. Right now, I'm up about $220. Took a lot of trades. Maybe adding some and taking out. So not a big fan of that. Racked up a lot of commission, but regardless, green. Just saw some opportunity come in pre-market and took it. A couple of trades in gold as well. Gold was rallying, took a stop, and then took that trade and then sell off in the rally. I closed it out pretty quickly. I thought that it was just bounce off here. The reason I closed off, I realized, okay, I'm heavy with 4 contracts, 4 micros, and that's not what I wanted for, at least at this stage of the account. So I closed it early. But that would have yielded at least double the profit. But even then, it was a 1:1.5 or 1:2. I'm happy with that. And now we're just reversing. Reason I traded gold, because we've been rallying and there's some sort of consistent price action that was completely absent in the past week or so. There's a lot of inconsistency, so that kind of gave me some confidence that, okay, if there's a trend forming or momentum forming, then it wants to continue doing that. So that was that. Gonna be coming in and probably trading with 3 micros or 2 micros, adding when it feels like it's the right time, but not too worried about that. If I can close the 20, 30 pointers, I'll be happy. Or no trade if I don't see anything. That's where I stand. Come in and draw the overnight range, which seems to be pretty, let's just call it, not significant, but substantial. Right, like so. Even in the squeezing market, it's about 87 points. Nothing too shabby about that. Higher chance we come and fill this gap, because that's what happened last time. We got to this point and there was a big sell-off, and that the same thing could happen here as well. We had this little bit of extended move, but there is a probability that there is a stronger resistance here. But if I see volume kick in, we hold above the overnight range, and we are piercing through these levels, then next stop could be 2922. And if it holds or breaks with a lot of volume, then I'm looking at 975s or even all-time highs at 025. Get those rules. Right? That's the all-time high. We hit it maybe last week, 22nd September, and then we had a little bit of sell-off. And that's been very consistent with all-time highs. It happened a little while ago as well, when we saw these all-time highs. And then we started selling off pretty heavily. Did a lot of this accumulation, and once we broke that level here, got a big rejection. Once we were holding up there, buyers reclaimed it, and then we kept trending up higher. So market's positive, but I am looking for shorts if these points don't hold, and the next stop is going to be filling this gap. Probably once we cross the bottom of the overnight range, which is 843, I'm looking at deep buys or deep bulls coming in at 24760. So that's the narrative. Pre-market, the bar's negative. So let's see what the first 15-minute has to bring to the table. Interesting stuff. I haven't changed the thumbnail for the last, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 streams, because they've been on a new platform, the Funded Next platform. It still says new platform on it. It literally says day 27 of all of them. So I have to go there, probably take a day or 15-20 minutes, go and change those thumbnails at least, or just change the theme around, because they kind of look very cluttered, kind of look the same. That was the whole idea, being very consistent with the live streams. And if there's something news or something worthy, maybe then I can push it on loading a video. But at the moment, it's just live streams. I wanted to keep it very consistent, and I just need to change those thumbnails. So anyone got ideas? Welcome. Try them out. For now, I think I might just keep that and keep everything consistent, at least for the first 100 videos. And if someone can find value in it, I know it's very tough to just keep going back and watch about an hour of stream, and that's why we have shorts. So I can just quickly come in and just highlight the trades, but I feel like the shorts, they don't represent the true psychology of trading. It's just a little snippet. It does not encapsulate the whole narrative or what I was thinking or going through at the time when I took the trade or got in, got out. There's all that sort of stuff. Still need to maybe clean everything up. At the moment, the system's working fine. Someone can find value, then it's great. It's for my accountability as well. It's for my reviews as well. And over time, maybe there's more engagement on the live side or live viewers and stuff. I think the break's going to come when I post the video of the payout. That's what intrigues people. That's what people are looking for. That's what's going to bring a lot of engagement. That's just my thinking. I'm not too sure. I'm not worried about that. So kind of broke off and just hovering right at that 50% mark, waiting to see where this candle closes, especially the 5-minute. If it closes above, then we're looking at some good longs, but if it closes below, then it's looking like a short play. It could be a fake out. Nasdaq loves to do that because we saw these big negative bars. That means there are prevalent sellers in the market at this point, and they're going to sell into any rally they see. So not a bad point to short here, but I still want to see some confirmation. If I short here, I'll be a early seller. Be going against the momentum, be going against the larger trend. That's bull trend. I'd be betting on we filling this gap, this Monday gap, overnight gap. Trying to be patient. Come in and draw the opening range. See what we have so far. Do the same on TradingView. The reason for drawing and making TradingView as a big drawing platform, because I used to do everything on Top Step X, but once I switched platforms, all my drawings, all my levels went away. So I think it's much easier to just draw or make levels on your personal account. Or if by chance there's a point where I switch from TradingView, or if I'm switching between different accounts and in between different firms, prop firms, there's some consistency in terms of my drawings all being there, and I don't have to redo it like a lot of the stuff. Right now it's stuck in that opening range, 50-50. I bet we trying to close below the 50% mark, and it's going to be a strong sell move. We don't know yet. Really want to be an early seller right here. Kind of close right at that 50% mark. So it does tell me there's a lot of selling going on. So then bulls are coming in, trying to open up the opening range. Let's see where the 15-minute closes. No hesitation. I'm
Order filled.
Seller here. Stop loss right above the opening range. Hoping for the trend to continue, go lower, and at least test the low of the opening range. And if we break it, even perfect. It needs to happen quick. If there's any like indecisiveness, I'll be ready to kill it. It's to go quickly down with volume, trying to chase volume and not a sideways market or consolidation. That's where my edge doesn't play out. That's where I end up losing and making money, and it's a 50-50. Like I might get stopped out. Opening range is getting opened up.
Stop filled.
I got stopped out. $100 to lose inside. Whoa, look at the Dow. I wouldn't mind buying the Dow here. That seems like it just stopped me out and it's finding a lot of rejection right at the opening range. I'd give it another stab short. But stop was too tight.
Order filled.
There's another stab short. Same trade, just got stopped out too quickly. And I'm really thinking of buying the Dow here. But I'm not sure where it's going to stop. I don't want to keep catching the low. I wanted to stop somewhere, but I know the recovery is going to be very quick. Like so. Focus on the NAS. If the NAS breaks below, I'll add to it. The Dow doesn't want to stop. Huge bar negative. The reason for getting into a short on NAS is because the Dow is pushing down. I might just push down NAS with it. Right, some volume kicking in. Like we might close the 15-minute below the 50% mark. That's volatile. If I had my stop a little wider, I would have been saved, but it's very tight and it's just wicked me out. Stuck right there.
Order filled.
Ready to buy the Dow. See if we can get a retracement. Nah, it doesn't look too good. Thinking needs to just drop. Right, Dow seems more heavy. That's me trying to catch the low, and it keeps going lower. Classic. If I can get a retracement, get out of the trade or scratch it completely. Not a good day so far. Pre-market's been proven to be much more consistent than the open. Looks like we get stopped out. It's trying to break out. Yep.
Stop filled.
That's me getting stopped out. See if we can get some relief on the Dow. Nice big wick, the Dow. That seems like it's pushing higher, and it's time to flip the switch on Nas. I'm break even. This is my time to journal.
Order filled.
I'm trying to see if we can go for a breakout trade in the Nas. Flipping the switch. On the journaling side, I had a couple of losers. I'm in the Dow. Dow seems to have a nice retracement, but now the story changed. I want to see a nice big wick and it pushes higher. At least go for the reversal trade. And then we're looking not too bad. Let's see, it could keep going lower, and I'll have to decide if I have an absolute limit for getting out, roughly there. Nas looks like it's pushing higher, so I'm planning to get out at 953. Not sure if it's gonna get there, honestly. There's a lot of resistance got to get through. Looks like we're pushing. There is some resistance there. If we push through it with a lot of volume, then it's looking very promising. And looking at the Dow, we might see a retracement if it doesn't stop me out. That's looking all right. 1:1 or bad trade. Dow's not looking great. Nas, we pushing, so I might just add to it.
Order
here.
filled.
See if we can get a nice push up. For one stop break even. We're at least safe on one. And move this trail the stops up as well. Zooming on the action. Like we were tracing. While it's doing its thing, I'm gonna go check the Dow. Dow's gonna stop me out anytime. Dow wants to carry the momentum lower. If anything, my stop should be below the wick. It's very tight, but I don't want to risk too much on that trade. Already risking more than 100 if it goes past that. On the other hand, NAS looks promising. That ad looks very promising. If we push through, it'll be a nice $300 trade. I don't want to be a dick for a tick, so let's see if we can get those limits filled up.
Stop filled.
Right, the Dow's out.
Order filled.
Closing my NAS here because the full position with the ad as well still puts me back to where I was.
Stop filled.
Actually not, because the Dow made me pay. Still want to be a buy in the Dow, but it look very promising if it keeps going lower. Dow likes to do that.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try being a buyer in the Dow. See if that's the low, and I just got stopped out. I'll keep adding to it if we actually retrace up. But I'm not interested if we keep going lower. Nas was a beautiful trade. It was a decent exit. Could have been much better. But I didn't get stopped out in the Dow. Just good to concentrate on one thing, I guess. And Dow's always made me just break even because it just likes to continue the move. And it's not like Nas. It's doing the same thing now. I just end up losing more on the Dow, but let's see. Reason for getting in here, there's a strong support right in that region. We might see that push. We get there, somewhere around there. Maybe I was entering quite early there. No man's land. All right, looks like Nas is pushing up.